Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today's video is going to be a little haul. Now a lot of these products were bought unintentionally, but I bought them nonetheless. So I'd like to show you, and I also want your help in picking out an eyeshadow palette for next week's Shop My Stash. So I thought I would film it today and maybe get it up as soon as possible, and then you can choose the eyeshadow palette that you would most like me to use next week. So yeah, let's just get into it anyway. So not everything's from Primark, but I did get a few things from Primark, so it comes in this Primark bag. So every time, more or less every time I go into Primark, I pick up these. I really like these cotton pads or cotton rounds, whatever you want to call them. They're only 90p and they're the Wipe Off PS 100 Oval Cosmetic Pads, and it just says ideal for makeup removal and facial cleansing. Excuse me, my phone's ringing. I think it's my mum. I'll be back in a minute. No, that was actually just Twitter. So we can continue with the video. Right, so I was saying about the oval cosmetic pads. I really like them. They're really big. They're about twice as big as normal ones. So they just look like that. I mean, what can you say about cotton pads realistically, but they take my makeup off really well, and also my nail polish as well. So yeah, I only got one of these, but I have got some in the bathroom as backup. Right, I'm going to show all the Primark bits and pieces first. There really isn't much. This is one thing I got from Primark here. It's really tight, guys. I put it down here and you can actually use it as a choker if you'd want to. My head's quite big anyway, so sometimes I do get hats that just don't fit well, but yeah, I wouldn't say I had trouble it going on the head. It is just a snug fit. They're okay, like for putting makeup on and whatnot. I got, where's the other one? So, I mean, I don't know what more you can expect. I mean, it was like £2 for £1, so you get a black one and a grey one. I just thought there was going to be like a little bit thicker. I remember wearing these when I was in high school and they were a little bit thicker than this, but like I said, they were £1. So yeah, if I do see some that are a little bit thicker, I will probably get them as well, because I do really like the material, especially for putting makeup on. I just thought it might be a little bit thicker. So yeah, that's that one. And then I think I only got one other thing. No, two other things. So one of them was a lipstick. So this is the lipstick. It's Primark's matte lipstick in the shade Velvet Touch. It looks a really nice lipstick. I thought about wearing this today with the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be wearing. I'll do you a swatch. Smells really nice too. That's the swatch of it. So yeah, I think we'll be wearing that today. And then the last thing, right, so we've got 3 eyeshadow palettes in here that are new. I do have some other ones, but these were bought yesterday. I don't need eyeshadow palettes, but I thought I would try them. And one of them is a recommendation by Gooch. I don't really watch a lot of bigger YouTubers now, but now and again I'll watch Gooch and I'll see that she'll bring this particular eyeshadow palette out, which we'll get to in a second. Let's just talk about this one first. So I went into Primark yesterday, as I've said, saw this PS eyeshadow palette, and I was completely intrigued. Let's take the plastic off. For a start, I'll need to always keep this plastic because all the eyeshadow names are on here. And it is the Primark peachy eyeshadow palette. When I saw this, it reminded me straight away of the Glam Glow highlighters, except that was in bright pink. And I'm like, it's rubberized texture, it's got raised writing, it looks exactly the same. How can they get away with doing it? I mean, I've seen other dupe palettes, but not to this extent, not the packaging to this extent. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I mean, it looks the same. I mean, let me know your guys' opinion on it. It might just be me thinking it is the same, but if it was bright pink, I would definitely say, wow, that is the same as Glam Glow's. So yeah, inside it is really, really pretty. I have swatched it. I mean, they're not the best swatches in the world, but these ones here, like this one, this one, this one, this one and this one, so the ones that look shimmery are more foiled, so I'm really looking forward to using that. And it's a complete peach eyeshadow palette, and the only one I have, the only peach eyeshadow palette I've got is the one from Depop that I bought. I've always said I want the Colourpop one, but I've just never got around to getting it, and I'm not going to buy off Depop at the minute. I'm only going to buy brand new products. So I thought I would try this. I mean, it was £5. They do this one, a honey one and a cherry one, and I was looking at the honey one as well, and I'm thinking, well, you've got the Urban Decay Naked Honey, and you've also got the Sunshine Makes Me Happy palette. You don't need more of those tones in your eyeshadow. Right, so another palette that I've got is this W7 Wild Eyes Pressed Pigment eyeshadow palette, which looks beautiful. The outer packaging looks beautiful, and it's got eyeshadows in here that I thought I would never be drawn to. At the minute, I've been loving using W7 eyeshadow palettes. I've got the Socialite palette, I've got, can't remember what it's called, but the dupe for the Natasha Denona Gold. Oh, it's called 24K Gold Rush. I've got the one, the Huda Mercury dupe as well, Total Eclipse. I think that's it. And then I've got this one. I don't know if this is a dupe for anything, so if you recognise the shades, just tell me if you know, because I haven't looked into that. I might look into it after I've filmed this video. So it's the W7 Wild Eyes Pressed Pigments on the Prowl. And this is what it looks like. I did some swatches on all of these eyeshadow palettes yesterday, and this is more cool tones. I've really been trying to push myself into getting, you know, more into cool tones. I mean, of course you've got your neutrals as well with all the golds, but if you look at the mattes, they are more cool tones than anything. I wouldn't say they're neutrals. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with this a little bit. She just looks like that. So unlike me, I think this is only like the second cool toned eyeshadow palette in my collection. I've got this, and then I've got one from Smashbox, and then the last one is the one that Kelly Gooch always kinds of talks about on her channel. I've not heard her talk about any other Profusion palettes apart from this one. I'm trying to show you. Right, so we'll just do that. Yeah, we'll just do that. So it is the Profusion Wanderlust 21 Pro Pigment Shades and Brush Set. So, I watched a video on this palette yesterday, and she said, take the paper off a second, I have done swatches on this one as well. She said this brush that comes with it, she doesn't normally like use brushes that come in palettes, and this is a good one. So we'll be testing this out when we do use the palette. Let's just put that there for a second. And then I got this for all the greens. I mean, I absolutely love green eyeshadows, and it's got a lot of purples in. I don't have too many purples in my eyeshadow collection. I mean, the only real purple eyeshadow palette I've got is the Makeup Obsession one, Sweet Like Candy, which we've used. The only thing that I can see that could be a negative towards this palette is look at all these browns at the bottom here. I mean, they're not all the same shade, they do go deeper, But for me personally, I would rather they put a cream ivory shade in. I know I say that in with every eyeshadow palette, just because that's what I like, that's my personal preference. And just dropped one of these brown eyeshadow palettes. There isn't a black in here either, which Kelly said that might be a problem for some people. For me personally, it's not. She used this Enigma shade in her look. I'm gonna put the video that I watched last night in the description, so you can go and check it out. Either the description or the cards, probably the description in the video. And I don't know if I'm gonna like follow Kelly's eyeshadow look, or just create 5 days 5 looks with it. I might even do both at some point, but yeah, I definitely want to do 5 days 5 looks. I think there's certainly enough eyeshadows, 21 eyeshadows. The only thing, if I did that, I might be using some of the eyeshadows repetitively, especially the mattes, as there is not a lot of mattes compared to the shimmers, so that's what that looks like once again. So yeah, what I want you to do, guys, if you don't mind, is in the comments down below, leave me a comment of the eyeshadow palette that you would most like to see me using next week, and I'll just use it. I'd rather get your input and use something that you want to see rather than just something that I want to use. They'll all get used eventually anyway. Like I said, I didn't need these eyeshadow palettes, but this one I'd really been wanting. I'd been on the lookout for this one for ages, this Wanderlust one, and I just never came across it. And then when I went to Tkmaxx, they had quite a few different ones, and this one was the most inexpensive. This one was £7.99, whereas the other ones were between £10 and £12.99. And I just thought, because I'd heard Kelly talk about this one so much, I'll get this one and see how I like it. I mean, it's got some amazing colours in there, so it should be fine. And the couple of eyeshadow palettes from Profusion that I have tried, I've really enjoyed using. So yeah, we'll try it, if not on Monday at some point, and we'll see what we think of it. But yeah, these are the 3 palettes that I want you to choose from. So we've got the Primark Peachy, we've got the W7 Wild Eyes, and then we've got the Profusion Wanderlust. And I'm going to go with the majority depending on how many people vote. I mean, I might not get any votes and I might have to choose in the long run anyway, and that's absolutely fine. But I thought that you might want some input into the channel as well, and the products that I use. Oh, there's one more other thing that I got. I don't know if this is going to be a good thing. Now, if you've been around the channel a while and you've seen me shop my stash, I like a glowy base, and I saw this in B&M's where I got the eyeshadow palette from. It's the W7, it's Glow Prime Radiant Primer. Looks like this. There was no testers, but it's very, very gold. Can you see how gold it is there? So obviously it's going to go under my foundation, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to like it or not. That's it there. It's kind of more highlighter than anything, and that's like more of the highlighter, then it's probably not going to suit my skin tone. But the scent of it, guys, oh my gosh, I can smell it now. It smells literally of watermelon. It is so nice. So yeah, that's that. What I might do, the W7 products I've got, I might try and get a full face, because all I really need now is foundation and mascara. I've got a highlighter that I got before lockdown, and I've got a blush, and I need, so it's foundation and mascara I need, and then I can do a full face. So I might not even use this. I'll probably use that when I do that full face. So this concludes the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It really does mean a lot that you have. Please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.